everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age The Veilguard Blind. I'm your host, Lisanne Faye, and... oh man, I hope these rooms get a little more lively at some point. Okay. So there's new stuff added upstairs, or... you know, at the center there. So, just curious. So I've been, actually... Derek's back there, Balara and Nev are both... well, no. Balara's down there. Nev is up here. Harding got points. Let me choose your skills. So I can improve the duration. Maybe I do. Seismic shot, shred. Ooh, yeah. Against armor, let's do it. Nev. Gosh darn it, Nev. Than me. I don't know. Guess we'll see. Codex. An unsent letter from Harding to her mother. My dearest Ma, I'm writing to you from Renrathus into Winter. I'm into Winter. Isn't that amazing? Yes, there are power-hungry mages and slavers and cultists, but the city is so much more than that. You should see the magical lights. I've mentioned this before, but I don't really work for the Inquisition the way I used to. It's complicated. I do miss it. I miss Skyhold and my friends there. But Charter still keeps in contact, and I'm working with Varric doing something really important. I wish I could tell you more. Soon, though. We're very close to finding the person we've been tracking. Once that's over, I'll come home and you'll get to hear the whole story. Maybe I'll even be in time for the sheep shearing. Lots of love, Lace. Oh. And the lyrium dagger. They had no idea it was a dagger when they found it in the primeval tag. It looks like an idol with figures carved from red lyrium. Oh! Didn't want to stare at it for too long, Varric once said. Felt like it was staring back. His brother, Bertrand, kept the idol for himself and probably stared at it much too long. When he felt his sanity slipping, Bertrand sold the idol to Knight Commander Meredith of Kirkwall, who forged the idol into a blade. It didn't end well for her. The idol remained lodged in Meredith's petrified remains until it was removed some years ago, presumably by Solus, and restored to its original form. That's when we learned about the idol's connection to the elven gods. Solus used the lyrium dagger to create the veil, and he's going to use it to bring the veil down. Oh my god! Okay, so this is really cool, to me, at least, because, and like, especially combined with Lace's unsent note to her mother. Sorry, I'm standing up a moment because I'm grabbing my copy of Teventer Nights. Because I am fairly certain that Charter is the one in the very last tale in here. Yes, Charter is. Where we actually know at the end of because Tevinter Nights is a set of short stories for those of you who didn't read it, and what am I trying to say? Organize my thoughts. The very last short story that is in here is called The Dread Wolf Take You. And Charter shows up to a meeting to listen to a bunch of other people and hear about how they ran into Solas on their journeys. And in that short story, we learn how Solas actually hunted down and the idol and where it was and obtained it by the end. So that's really freaking cool that this is coming up here. So whilst this is in Harding's notes, I guess it makes sense. Harding may not have been aware that Solas isn't the one who broke it out of Knight Commander Meredith, but someone clearly did, and now we have this story. That's really cool. So I enjoy seeing that connection there. All right, neat. Glad I read the codices. I probably have to find more statues for this side. Isn't Valara? Yeah, she is. Do you see anything? Maybe not yet. Okay. I will take that as you're busy, and I should find a place to rest.
Wait, that room wasn't there before, I don't think.
What, this room? That's true. I suppose last time we came down from here. Oh, interesting. Meditation chamber.
Nev, or Harding, must have put my pack here. Makes sense. Better place to sleep than the infirmary. Guess I can spare a few moments to unpack my things.
Alright. Life in the Lighthouse. This ancient logbook is filled with meticulous Veilfire runes. Though it is encoded flicking through, it offers vignettes of borrowed memory. Fearful refugees are ushered to the lighthouse through alluvions, emerging from the infirmary and libraries as soldiers, spies, and scholars. Gardeners plant long-extinct herbs that grow, are harvested and wither in the blink of an eye. The sharp smell of distilling medicine wafts from a window, and poison for the enemy drips into a vial. The arguments of a war council go on late into the night. Forbidden songs are sung freely, with filthy lyrics substituted for the Evanuris' names. Finally, a heated conversation silhouetted against the glass with quick shadows darting behind it. The argument ends with a wordless but unmistakable impression. You summon them, you feed them. Alright. Didn't I just read this. Okay. Remember that. I kind of like it, so I have Barish.
Varric and his life lessons. I asked him how we were supposed to stop Solus, and he gave me this. Take a long, hard look in it, kid. It'll always show the face of a hero who can get it done.
Okay, so... Examine options related to... For now.
A damn good-looking hero, if I do say so.
That's cute.
I helped a lot of Minratha's slaves escape to freedom the night I met Varric. Then the Magisters cracked down in retaliation, and the Shadow Dragons decided I was too much trouble to keep around.
The thing is like... Yeah, I'm headstrong enough that...
We could have taken a stand and dared the Magisters to come after us. At least people are free because of what I did.
Okay. Ancient Elven Scroll.
A peddler gave me this after I saved his caravan from bandits. He told me the scroll went back to even before Tevinter. Said that elves had a rich history, even more than the rest of us.
Okay. My traveler. Historian. I think I'm more interested in the travel aspect.
He had fancy silks from Olay, statuettes from the wilds down south. Oh, I could have listened to stories all night about places he'd been. Now I'm getting to see some of those places myself.
I love it. So this is kind of... Alright, where's my last one? Interesting. Kind of underwater, except we're in the Fae, so there really isn't a sense of being underwater.
The ever-turning orb. My final training project as an apprentice. I spent months finding the precise balance of energy flows to make the enchantment permanent.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Might have gone faster if I hadn't been exhausted from too many late-night escapades. Oh well, still got it done. Right.
Sounds about right.
That's better. Now, how do I connect to Solus? Just sleep or... Oh, relaxing. Maybe if I clear my mind...
Alright. I kind of love that. So this is from choosing to be a mage. This is from choosing to be an elf. Probably this is like from the faction choice. I wonder if the shaving mirror is universal, but like the other three definitely feel very pointed at like character background choices I made. Alright, let's meditate.
Back so soon. It must have been worse than I had thought.
Hello, Dreadwolf.
Ah, but perhaps I am mistaken. You may be here to correct me, to tell me that my concerns were unfounded. I am, after all, remembered as the god of lies, treachery, and rebellion.
I'm hoping to lean into that last concept. Yeah.
So you're gonna be insufferable about it. See, this is the reason nobody likes you.
I led a rebellion for centuries that culminated in the creation of the Veil and the destruction of the Elven Empire.
Okay, this is among the reasons nobody likes you.
My information was accurate. Now you realize that the danger is real.
I need to know what the gods are planning.
You are asking for knowledge no mortal in this world is privy to. If I am to share it with you, I need to know what makes you the right person to lead the fight against Algernon and Gillenane.
Probably go with 1 here.
Someone has to do something. I may not be the right person for this job, but I'm the only one left.
So your call to action is that any attempt is better than none?
I met Varric when he asked the Shadow Dragons for help with freeing an old friend from Venatori slavers. The Shadow Dragons had a safe plan that wasn't going to work.
So you and Varric led an armed rebellion and dealt a devastating blow to the Venatori.
How do you know that?
You helped Varric pursue me for the better part of a year. It would have been foolish not to learn about who was hunting me.
Then you know that if someone has to make a call, I'll do it.
I suppose I was not so different when I started.
Started
Oh
what?
boy.
My rebellion against the Evanuris. The elven gods, as you call them.
Happy to call
They
it
wish
the
to
Evanuris.
reclaim their dominion over this world. To accomplish that, they will need 2 things. First, the Blight. What exists in this world is a bare fragment of its power. The rest is imprisoned, until they release it.
Okay. 4. Let's go with 3.
I don't understand. Elganon and Gillenane were elves like you, right? Why would they want to blight the world?
It is my fault. As the Dread Wolf, I was a thorn in their side. When my efforts weakened their grasp on the elven people, they grew frustrated, then desperate.
And turned to the blight.
Once the corruption took hold of them, they were blind to its horror. It was just another source of power for them. Now they would blight the world without hesitation, and call us backward and foolish for opposing them.
Okay.
The blight didn't escape with the gods?
Algernon and Gillenane escaped largely empty-handed, fortunately. Most of the Blight is still trapped in the prison I created ages ago.
So what we saw at the
Interesting.
village, that's them not at full strength?
Correct.
Well, shit.
The rest of the blight is imprisoned? There's more than what's in the world already?
I think we've kind of
Yes.
covered this.
Centuries ago, the Magisters of Tevinter opened my prison. A tiny fragment of the Blight escaped.
Oh.
That fragment grew beneath the earth and led to the Blights that have swept across the world. However terrible the Blight is now, it is a mere fraction of what we will see if its full power is unleashed.
Well, that's interesting. Okay. Cool. Great. Fine then, I'm willing to hear suggestions on a plan.
What would they need to do to free the blight? And how do we stop them from doing it?
They will need to pierce the veil to reach the Blight's prison. My Lyrium dagger is one of the few artifacts capable of doing so.
We've already recovered it from the ritual site.
Excellent. Then they will have to make their own. That will give you time.
You said the gods needed 2 things, and the blight is the first? What's the second?
Followers. They have called themselves gods. And what is a god without worshippers to sing their praises?
I'm not gonna bend a knee to blighted, murdering monsters just because their ears are pointed like mine. I don't think many other elves are going to either.
You'd be
Agreed.
surprised.
Algernon and Gillenane care little for the elves. They will find worshippers among those hungry for power. Tyrants and bullies. The cruel and the corrupt, who fear their own vulnerability and seize any chance to feel strong. If you hunt them, they will lead you to Algernon and Gillenane.
Be civil. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll go poke at the cruel and corrupt, and we'll see what we find.
The Veravas, the Lighthouse Soluvian, can take you anywhere, if you master its secrets. Have you done so?
We're working on
Not
it.
yet, but we've got one of the Veil Jumpers working on it. She'll get it sorted, and we'll see how it goes.
Yes, I suppose we will. And when you speak with Varric, please tell him that I regret what happened.
Wow. You have acquired new appearances for your equipment. Appearances can be modified from the wardrobe in your room. Okay. Okay. So I can have this look. Okay, cool. Like any of the weapons I have. Or I may go ahead, leave it. No, discard. You know, for all that I... Alright, cool. Yeah, we're just gonna discard those changes. Oh my god, I can change my casual wear and how it looks. Armor may cause clipping in scenes. Okay, but I just want to see what stuff looks like. So that's the armor of Balinaris. Harlan's bolts. Okay, so that's like a rogue armor. So is this like the rogue? I think this is like the rogue. Dragon's plate. It's more of it. Spectre of battles past. Formal enough to face a war council while still functional on the battlefield. It is kind of a neat outfit. I appreciate the fact that there are options. I'm just gonna discard changes there. I so appreciate that. Laura. Oh, cool. That's really neat. I like the fact that we moved to this kind of system. Because, like, fall in love with the look. That's really nice. So what can I have here? Okay, so I can move my magical project. As in where I need to. Alright. I guess. Yep, that is saying Varric wants to talk. Hey, pal.
So Solus told the truth about the gods.
You heard? It's bad, Varric. If you'd seen Demeter's crossing.
The team needs to act fast. And it can't do that with me leading from a bed. You've got to take point on this.
Yeah, no, I can't replace you.
I can't do what you do. I've barely been holding it together in the short time you've been out.
You don't need to do what I do. You just need to get it done. Rook, when I put this team together, what did I look for? A detective to find the Dreadwolf, and a scout to get us the lay of the land. Exactly the people he'd expect me to recruit. Disciplined, predictable. And then there's you. Remember when we first met, kid? You risked your neck to bring down an entire slavery ring. Pretty much by yourself.
I had help.
Sure. I got winded about 5 minutes in. You did most of the work. Ticked off a bunch of Minrathous big shots, but you've got a knack, kid.
For what?
Finding a way through the wildest shit I've ever seen. With a plan that no one expects. On the best day of his life, Solus wouldn't see you coming, Rook.
Well...
And don't worry. I'll still be here to talk if you need me.
Alright.
There is something. When I took over at the ritual site, I had to make a call on who came with me to knock over that statue. It was the first decision I made leading this team, and Harding got hurt because of it.
You made a decision with the best information you had. Sometimes you do that, and people end up hurt. Or worse.
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Probably gotten myself killed and failed to stop the ritual if you hadn't stepped in. A good leader isn't someone who never makes mistakes. It's someone who admits when they make one. That's how you earn their trust.
Fair.
Did Nev tell you about me talking to Solus and the Fade?
I had some good arguments with Chuckles back in the day. I can't imagine being stuck with him in my head. But how are you feeling about it?
I'm worried. To be honest.
He's the god of lies and he's inside my head, Varric. How do you think I feel about that?
Fair enough. But Nev's a great mage. If you need her to whip up a ward to keep him out of your mind, she can. But you haven't asked her to. Why not?
Solus is our best source of information about these elven gods. We can't stop them without what he knows.
So you're making the decision to keep talking with him?
Yeah.
You're making a choice. Stay careful, stay worried, but don't beat yourself up about doing what you have to do.
He also asked me to tell you that he regrets what happened. Hurting you, I mean.
Chuckles is sentimental. He could burn the world down, and the thing that would make him cry is a single flower with blackened petals.
True.
Demeter's Crossing was awful. While we were there, we found one survivor, the mayor.
You left him to fend for himself.
Not everyone was happy about my decision. We're just starting out and I'm already losing their trust.
The key to earning the team's trust isn't to only make decisions everyone agrees with. It's showing the team that they can tell you whatever's on their mind, even if they think you're full of crap. And know you'll listen.
Thanks, Varric.
I'll let you get some rest.
You're gonna be fine, Rook. Hey, one last thing before you go. I've been racking my brain thinking of contacts who might help us with these gods.
You got any ideas?
Nothing. But being a leader isn't about having all the answers yourself. It's about knowing who does. Nev has connections to a whole world that Harding and I barely know. Might be worth talking to her.
Okay.
Will do. Thanks, Varric.
Anytime.
And Harding's reaching out to the Grey Wardens.
I wish I could be out there with you, Rook. Just be careful, all right?
I'm doing my best, Varric. Alright. This has been a very conversation, lore-heavy episode, and it's probably going to continue into next time when I go talk with Nev. But I am going to go ahead and leave this episode here. I want to thank you all so much for tuning into this episode. And in the meantime, in between time, take care, have fun, and happy trails.